good, YouTube? Quinn Wade coming to y'all with that instant analysis on my Boston Celtics losing their first game to the Indiana Pacers off a set feet follow through three by Pascal Siakam to send them to their first defeat and put a dagger in their chances of coming back. And Tyrese Haliburton just threw the back ball off the back of the player, Derek White, and just ran up the clock ran up the ball up the court and the clock ran out. And it's just crazy seeing the Celtics come all the way back with a Herculean effort and still end up playing hero ball to the demise of their game plan. But I will also say they took some tough shots. They made some tough shots. They rushed some shots, and it was uncharacteristic coming out this game. Something just didn't seem right from the start of the game. And Indiana, they really took advantage of that. They had a huge cushion and they started to panic. They started to turn the ball over. They started to rush things and force things a little bit. And even though they won this game, I feel like it wasn't the best game to watch sometimes, but it was just two teams competing for a win. And, when you got superstars, their ego and their pride can sometimes get in the way. And we've seen some of that tonight, but that's also what makes them great and makes them stand out amongst the rest of the great players in the NBA. And we had a couple of them on display tonight, a couple possibly top 100 players of all time, all sharing the court tonight. And we will have to see how the future holds for the Pacers, who are still below 500. They're 2-3 after the win, and the Celtics fall to 4-1, 2-1 away from TD Garden, which we was playing at the Pacers arena. So Indiana started off 35-31 in the first quarter. They continued to build that lead 32-26. And then they kept even putting even more of a burden on the Celtics, a 33-29 third quarter. And then the fourth quarter owned by the Celtics, 38-24. It was a 9-0 run that kept extending and extending until the fourth quarter was over, which helped them extend the game, where the Pacers won 11-8 because of three by Pascal Siakam. And it was very competitive and very fun to watch. I would say it was just interesting to see how this game was going to end. And we knew both teams was going to have to take tough shots to finish off each other. And Pascal was the one that made the biggest one that ended up clinching the game. Jason Tatum, 37 points, -7 in plus minus, three personal fouls, three turnovers, four steals, four assists, eight rebounds. One was offensive. He was 12 of 15 from the free throw line. He missed a key one down the stretch, 5 of 18 from three. He took some really, really brutally tough ones, and they didn't fall for him tonight. He was also 10 of 25 from the field because he took a lot of tough shots, even going to the paint. Al Horford, 3 of 6 from the field, 2 of 4 from three. He only had 4 rebounds in 19 minutes. One of them was offensive, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 turnover, 1 personal foul, -12 and plus minus 8 points. Drew Holiday, he really didn't have the game that was needed, but he did hit a good 3 in the game, even though he was 1 of 3 from the 3-point line. He was 3 of 9 from the field, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 1 of was offensive, 4 assists, 2 personal fouls, -19 and plus minus 8 points. Derek White hit a big 3 also, 23 points for him, -7 and plus minus. He did have 4 personal fouls and 2 turnovers, 1 block, 1 steal, 1 assist, 3 rebounds. One of was offensive, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 5 of 5 from 3, and 8 of 9 from the field. Just a highly efficient as you can get besides going perfect from the anywhere shooting on the field. Jaylen Brown had some tough shots that he was taking too. He was 1 of 11 from 3 and even 2 of 4 from the free throw line. He missed a free throw that we really needed to. 11 of 30 from the field, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks, 3 turnovers, 4 personal fouls, -13 and plus minus 25 points. And he had a 3 that was a good look for him. He just was way off on it. And I was really disappointed, as I thought that would give us the chance to even go possibly into overtime. Tillman was 0-1 from 3 and 0-3 from the field. He had 2 rebounds, 1 of was offensive, 1 steal, +2 and plus minus 0 points. Sam Hauser, 2 of 6 from the field, 1 of 4 from the 3-point line. He also had 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block, 1 turnover, +12 and plus minus 5 points. Luke Cornett, big net. He was 1 of 5 from the field. He really was going up soft in that paint and trying to use his length, then his strength to finish in the paint. but he did still get 9 rebounds, and 7 of them was offensive. 2 assists, two personal fouls, -3 and plus minus 8 points. Qta was 1 of 2 from the field in 14 minutes. He did get 9 rebounds too, and 4 of them was offensive. 1 assist, plus 18 and plus minus. He only had 2 points. And Peyton Pritchard really was throwing up a lot of threes, and he was connecting them to help us break the lead and give us a chance to still be able to win the game. But he was 5 of 14 from the field and 4 of 11 from three. He also made his free throws, 2 of 2. 4 rebounds, 2 of them was offensive, 4 assists, 1 steal, 1 turnover, 2 personal fouls, plus 8 and plus minus 16 points. And Walsh played 8 minutes, 1 rebound for him, 1 personal foul, plus 6 and plus minus, 0 points. And everybody else didn't play coach's decision besides the people that was already injured. They shot 44 109. That's 40% from the field. 19 of 57. That's 33% from three. And 25 of 31. That's 80% from the free throw line. Since it went into overtime, they had 51 rebounds, 23 assists, 11 steals, 5 blocks, 14 turnovers, and 19 personal fouls. And the Indiana Pacers, Pascal Siakam, 29 points for them, +5 and plus minus, 2 personal fouls, 2 turnovers, 5 assists, 11 rebounds, so 20 and 10 for Siakam. 5 of those was offensive out of that 11 rebounds. 1 of 4 from the free throw line, 6 of 8 from the 3 point line, 11 of 20 from the field. Aaron Nesmith, 12 points, plus 10 and plus minus. He also fouled out, 1 turnover, 1 block, 3 assists, 8 rebounds. 1 of them was offensive, 2 of 4 from the 3 point line, 5 of 9 from the field. Jackson, 3 of 5 from the field, 4 of 4 from the free throw line. He also fouled out. He had 5 rebounds and 2 offensive out of that, 2 steals, 2 blocks, 1 turnover, plus 8 and plus minus 10 points. Andrew only played 5 minutes. He was 1 of 1 from the field, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 turnover, +3 and plus minus 2 points. And Tyrese Halliburton still ain't shooting the three ball that well. He was 2 of 10 from three, 1 of 1 from the free throw line, 7 of 19 from the field. He had a nice little jump shot in the paint to make sure the game can go into overtime or they go out with the win. And it just didn't go that way, but they still ended up winning anyway. He did have 12 assists, so a double-double for him because he had 17 points, 2 steals, 1 turnover, 5 personal fouls, +9 and plus minus. Obi Toppin, 18 points, plus -12 and plus minus. 2 personal fouls, 2 turnovers, 1 block, 1 steal, 3 assists, 7 rebounds. 3 of them was offensive, 4 of 4 from the free throw line, 2 of 7 from the 3 point line, 6 of 15 from the field. Walker, 0 of 1 from the field, 1 rebound, 2 steals, 4 turnovers, 2 personal fouls, -1 and plus minus, 0 points. TJ McConnell did a good job of handling the ball and getting into the paint and getting decent shots off. He only attempted 1 3 tonight. He was 0 of 1, 5 of 11 from the field. He had 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 1 turnover, 1 personal foul, -7 and plus minus 10 points. And Benedict Mathurin did a great job of scoring in rebounding, where he had 11 rebounds. 3 of them was offensive, 30 points, 4 turnovers, 2 personal fouls. He also was 10 of 11 from the free throw line. They couldn't stop him from getting to the paint or getting his shot off. He was 2 of 5 from three, made them when they mattered. 9 of 17 from the field. And Shepard was 3 of 6 from the field, 1 of 3 from the 3 point line, 6 rebounds, 2 of them was offensive, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, 1 turnover, -3 and plus minus 7 points. And the rest of the guys did not play. Coach's decision. They shot 50 of 104, 48% from the field, 15 of 38, 39% from three, and 20 of 24, 83% from the free throw line, and from the 3 point line, and 20 of 24 from the free throw line. Um, 57 rebounds, 33 assists, 10 steals, 5 blocks, 18 turnovers, and 26 personal fouls. They had more fouls, but they also trailed in steals. They had way more assists, and they had way more rebounds. And that's what I want to talk about before I end this video is the Pacers was all over the place when it came to rebounding the basketball. They got so many second chance opportunities to score or find a way to run their offense better, as they have to reset their offense sometimes. And not only that, when you look at this game, they had just better shot selection than the Celtics for the most part. They took some tough ones when they had to, and you got to give credit to the Celtics for playing up and close defense for the most part. But I like the shot selection that Siakam was getting. I like the shot selection Tyrese Halliburton was getting. I like the shot selection Benedict Mathurin was getting, and the whole team to be exact, because T.J. McConnell got some quality shots. It just wasn't enough, for the Celtics to overcome that shooting struggle. They was getting shots that they could have waited on, or they was taking too early, or they was forcing it a little bit, and that just gave Indiana an ample amount of times to keep striking them and just find a way to keep getting shots off that's better. And since you got to knock down the shots, they had a higher percentage of knocking down their shots, and the percentage of the shots that the Celtics was taking was so low that you would just live with it. If you're gonna take that shot, if you make it, I'm gonna shake your hand and say good game. If you miss it, I will be accepting you taking that shot anyway. Because you dribbling, you just throwing it up. Yeah, it looks nice when you make it, but when you ain't making it, it leads to transition. It leads to semi transition, and sometimes it even leads to switches that you might not actually want. And the Pacers synced it. They took their time. They ran their sets for the most part, and they just got better quality shots at the end of the day. And the Celtics just, sometimes they looked it good. Sometimes they looked at force, and sometimes you wonder why did they even shoot that, especially when you look at how many seconds they had on the shot clock. So it's a tough team to watch sometimes. The Celtics can be their own worst enemies. Every team has a weakness. Every team has a place where they're vulnerable. And the hardest part about the Celtics is you live by the three, you die by the three. It's either they winning you a game because you blitzed your opponent, or you lost because you couldn't make them when they mattered, because they the most difficult shots in the game of basketball. The Celtics looked good when they was coming back, getting them steals and getting those other opportunity, and they was able to climb themselves back into the game. But it doesn't really matter if you don't come out with the win, which unfortunately the shot selection ended up stabbing us in the back a little bit. Guys seemed like they didn't really want to pass the ball. They didn't want to give up the ball. They wanted to take shots, even though they was ill-advised. And there's nothing you can really do about it but say, next time around, let me get the ball. Let me bring the ball up. That didn't really look right either. Like I said, the Celtics looked at disjointed. They looked at funky. They didn't really look like they was playing their hardest for majority of the game. And when I'm watching this game, like, what's really going on? Like, some of the style we was playing today didn't really seem like we was playing team oriented basketball. We can sometimes mix a little bit of hero ball inside of our offense because that's the way the basketball game is usually going to be played anyway. But it just didn't seem like the communication was there. It didn't really seem like our defense wasn't where it needed to be, either trying to guard some of these guys, and sometimes it looked like we was going all in and we felt like we was better and we were showing it, but it don't really matter if you can't get the win anyway. So I'm still looking at the Celtics as the best team. I don't think this loss really matter as much because the Pacers always challenge us. They always make it tough. I know they had a litany of injuries and players that wasn't available. We didn't have Porzingis, who's going to be a huge part of what we do on both ends of the court. But I just feel like the Celtics, they didn't look themselves, for basically the first half. And then even in the fourth quarter, they're a team that you got to be very curious and cautious about because they can up it up and they can turn on that switch and they can, get hot. And they did that tonight, but it just wasn't enough. Other than that, comment, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell for more analysis. And if you like discussion and videos like this, I make a lot of variety, different type of NBA content on my channel, NBA only. And on top of that, I do make breakdowns of players like legends, current players, and rookies. And I also want to remind people that's been fans of the channel, if you love this video and you love this type of content, you still subscribe. Don't forget to check videos on my channel frequently, as I do upload a lot of videos throughout the day, throughout the years, throughout the months. And you may have missed something that you wanted to see because you was probably busy or something came up, but I'm just giving you a reminder just in case you forget. It happens to all of us. But thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting any way that you do, and I appreciate that. And I'll be back with more analysis on games that's happening tonight.